Cancer, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your weekly reading for March 17th to the 23rd. Keep in mind these are general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Show me Cancer for the week ahead. Show me Cancer for the week of March 17th to the 23rd, please. Show me Cancer, please. Thank you. All right. Feels like something's on your mind, Cancer, this week. You're kind of trying to wrap your head around something. Essence of this week is the Empress. The Empress. So Mother Nature, right? Loving, kind of embracing everything, feeling good, giving birth, maybe to new thought, new ideas, new creativity, and really just sitting in your essence, sitting in your glorious natural state. Judgment as the perspective that will serve you well. What is right for you, right? What is your true purpose? What is your right path? Maybe reawakening to something inside you here. King of Swords. What to embrace your truth, what to relax around the Nine of Swords, what's holding you back, what I would say, and that's why I feel like there is something on your mind this week, Cancer, and the Sun as the message from your guides. This is actually really nice. It's kind of to remind you that you sit under the sun, and these two energies are just, very lovely. They're very beautiful to see together. Seven of Pentacles in the shadow here. So some sort of assessment, right? It's almost like determining what you need to go forward or move forward here. Interesting. Maybe you're working on a project here and you're not sure of which way to go, so you're taking some time to kind of assess and figure out where to go next. Let me see that Empress for Cancer, please. Show me that Empress for Cancer. Thank you. All right, so for the Empress, we have the World, Four of Wands, Four of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, this definitely has to do with something in your day-to-day, something in your home, something in your physical realm, that it feels like you're pondering here. It could even be your home here. With the World presenting first, it feels like you're taking an honest look, an honest stock of some foundations here. Four of Cups, that just feels like you're present. It doesn't feel like you're necessarily guarded or not focused or bored or anything like that. It just feels like you showing up for your reading here and really approaching whatever it is that you're thinking about from you're showing up for the conversation, and it feels like you're open to seeing what you discover. Okay, let's take a look at this Judgment. Show me Judgment for Cancer, please. Show me Judgment for Cancer. Show me Judgment, please, for Cancer. Thank you. All right. So judgment here. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and then 10 of Swords in the shadow, along with the Knight of Swords, 8 of Cups. Yeah. And then that 7 of Pentacles popping in behind. So definitely assessing here. This feels like the ending or considering a possible end of something and what that feels like or looks like for you. Whatever you're considering here, or whatever thought, whatever decision you're weighing, it feels like you're inclined to walk away from it, but a decision hasn't necessarily been weighed yet or made yet. You're just weighing the decision. But I do see with that 8 of Cups kind of showing up in the shadow, at least you might be turning away from this, or at least there's a strong desire to turn away from whatever this particular thought is. Okay. Coming back into your immediate clarifiers again, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 4 of Pentacles here. This is why I feel like you haven't made the decision yet, because you're still pondering. And so there's an ending, or at least you want an end, but you also want to stick to what you have. But you can't stick to what you have if you want something to end, right? So I feel like you're kind of still figuring it out with that Queen of Cups in the center here. And it kind of does make sense that you're open to divine guidance. You're open to maybe even listening to other people or considering different opinions or perspectives on the situation this week, because you're so, it feels unsure of what to do. Yeah. And just again, with those double tens and with the sword energy kind of cutting through this here. Like I said, while it doesn't feel like a decision has been made, it does feel like this is something that has been on your mind for some time. Okay, let's take a look at that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords, please. Show me that King of Swords, please, for Cancer. Thank you. Sorry, before I go to this, I just noticed we have the 4 here and the 4 here. So the essence of the week, right? And just the amount of 4s that we have. But in particular here, we have you, Cancer, and then we have Capricorn here. And then Capricorn is showing up in what to embrace as well. So it really feels like you are kind of channeling that Capricorn energy a little bit this week. Just really on, like, you know, I'm just getting this idea of like whatever openness I see here, I see stubbornness and confusion here. Which is a little interesting. Let's talk about it. Okay, so for the King of Swords, we have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Cups in the shadow. So again, 7 plus 3, that is 10. So that is another ending of sorts. So it's almost like you want to see the conclusion of something, but again, you really don't know how to make that happen. 7 of Cups, notoriously just confusion, getting caught up in the clouds, not really sure where to turn. getting lost by all of the different options you have, or not really being able to see clearly, right? Um, it's almost like you're sticking to whatever this King of Sword truth is. But there is an inkling coming up that this King of Swords might not be serving you as much as he once was. What I mean by that is that with this Queen popping up here, she knows the truth, right? The King has to control the kingdom, so his truth might be corrupted in one way or another, and all that means is that you might be seeing something that you think is objective, but if you actually take the time to sit with it and consider it, you might realize you're not being objective, right? Or you're not considering that there's something about the thought, perspective, mindset, or something that is a little bit more slanted, like his sword, a little bit more off center than what you potentially realize, right? And with this Queen showing up here and High Priestess again, it's kind of like this idea of, okay, how do we correct this and go back to center? Coming back into your immediate clarifiers here with the Devil, Seven of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles, it's almost like you don't know how to get back to center, or how to kind of gain that or correct your perspective here. But again, it's something that you feel perhaps inclined to do. You're just not sure of how to do it. And it's almost like, I mean, the cards are definitely saying that's fine. You can have a little bit of confusion as long as you're pushing forward or moving forward, right? And navigating accordingly, with the Nine of Cups in mind. Personal success, personal achievement, knowing what you have inside of you, and kind of operating from a strong center, right? Because it takes a strong center to admit, oh, I wasn't, I didn't consider this side of this situation when I was thinking about this interaction previously, or something like that, right? It takes a strong, centered person to know when their sword is tilted, right? Let's take a look at this Nine of Swords here. Just really quickly on the split, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords. So again, it takes a strong, centered person to know when they need a new sword, right? Or to know when their sword needs adjusting. Their perspective, their mindset needs to be adjusted. And I feel like that's kind of the struggle this week, or at least that's what's on your mind, is navigating an ending here and trying to figure out how best to move forward. Okay, Cancer? Show me that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords for Cancer, please. Last one. Show me that Nine of Swords. High Priestess, Hierophant on the split. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Just again, that High Priestess coming up for you. It feels like inner knowing, right? Just repeating that message. So for the Nine of Swords, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So another 9 coming through here. King of Wands, Two of Swords, Ace of Wands in the shadow. So here we have the mental, and this is the physical, right? And so it feels like Spirit is saying, let's relax around the potential overthinking, the anxiety, getting too caught up in overthinking the situation, and let's kind of take a beat, get grounded, right? Literally plant your feet on the earth, plant your feet on the ground, and remember where you are. Remember what you have, your achievements, all that you have within your home, right? And all that you have control over with that King of Wand here. There's still a hesitancy. Almost like you're scared to pursue a new passion or scared to feel a new certain energy that is coming through you. Scared to explore. Yeah, scared to explore some new energy or hesitant to pick up this Ace of Wand, right? This passion stick. For fear of overthinking. But it feels like if you actually just kind of get out of your head and take part and do, and yes, you might be a little hesitant here, but if you pick it up, it feels like things will flow relatively easily. Show me that sun here. Show me again on the split that High Priestess with the Ace of Wands. It's almost like whatever this ending is, and whatever this Empress is and this King of Swords. It's interesting. Okay, we have feminine energy, masculine energy, right? Masculine, feminine. It feels like Spirit is kind of guiding you to be gentle with yourself and embrace that, just like the knowledge that maybe something doesn't fit, or maybe something doesn't end, or it needs to end here, or you're considering a certain ending of something. And just like kind of accepting that, almost kind of like this idea that just because some part of you is missing the picture, or doesn't have the full perspective, or maybe your perspective is skewed or something like that, it doesn't mean that you have to do all this internal work, or it doesn't mean that you're less than, or it doesn't mean that you have everything wrong. It just means that some tiny portion is a little bit wonky, and you just need to go and correct that. It doesn't mean the whole thing or your whole being needs to be corrected. And it's just this idea that we can just take whatever kind of ending you're pondering and say, okay, yeah, that fits, or that doesn't fit, or I'm going to hold on to it a little bit more. Or, you know what? I've really been tossing the idea of putting this to bed for a while, and I think now is the time. Just doing that from a place of love and compassion here. And it's this idea that the High Priestess wants to pick up something. You want to get excited about something. You want to get fired up. You want to allow something new to come through. And, there's like a feel-good component of that if you would just allow yourself that ace to come through. Show me the sun. Oh. Show me the sun for Cancer, please. Show me the sun for Cancer last time. Show me the sun for Cancer, please. Thank you. All right. Interesting here. Okay, so we have the sun clarified by the Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Star, and then the Moon here, your ruler. Okay. So you are showing up here. Honestly, this just feels like how to balance or situate yourself into society in a way that you feel good about, and you can cultivate that joy not just within yourself and not just aligned to your life path, your life's purpose here, um, but also to enjoy those around you and to celebrate the good within them and the good within you, and just really focus on lifting your circle up here. That's what this feels like. It's like kind of like seeing the good in everyone as well as yourself, and continuing on focusing on the good. um yeah, yeah, focus on the good, and like not everything, not every aspect of people is good, not every aspect of ourselves is good or positive, let's say, or excuse me, helpful. But we're humans, we're messy, we're put on this work, uh, we're put on the earth to figure things out and learn lessons and make mistakes and, mess up and fumble and learn, right? And so that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And that kind of feels like it does relate to this. It's like there's joys, but then there's also woes, right? And that's kind of part of life's process, life's cycle. And so it's this idea of, okay, something can end, but we can still focus on the good, of other people and the good of ourselves, and really embrace that good kind of in everything that we do. It's like being positive or being optimistic, right? And if you're not necessarily feeling that way, or if your king is a little jaded, right? Well, what can you do? And you don't really know how to change that perspective around. It's just focus on the positive things that you have, right? In your surroundings, in your day to day, in the people. What are you grateful for, right? Not just with yourself, but with your home and with, your loved ones, that kind of thing. And that really does make sense here with kind of this as well, with the Seven of Pentacles, really a focus on grounding, right? Um, Centered with the High Priestess, knowing that inner knowing and how to move forward, making that 7 into an 8, continuing to work, right? I really hope this makes sense. I feel like it was kind of a little bit all over the place here. Um, but clarifying the Sun, I feel like it really tied it all together. It's this idea of seeing the good in everything here. And that's not to say that you're not being realistic, right? But you're choosing love and choosing joy, choosing hope, choosing that star, right? Um, Choosing that sun to exist under. And I feel like Spirit is saying, let's, a little bit more positivity wouldn't hurt anyone, right? So that's what I have for you, Cancer. I really hope this helps you gain a little bit of clarification going into this coming week. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. You take care.